Today we're discussing ancient PGA pre-shot routine methods to help save you shots. We're going to be discussing a tee shot, an approach shot, a chip, and a putt, so stay tuned. So the tee shot. The most important thing about the tee shot that amateurs don't consider is you want to sort of pre-plan out the hole. So in this case it's a shorter hole, dogleg right, got a little trouble long, a little trouble left and right, so it's slightly tighter hole. Hitting driver here would not be the play. So I've already mapped that out in my head. It's going to be like a 2-iron wedge style of hole. So once that's out of the way, that's sort of the pre-shot kind of calculation before the pre-shot routine starts. Like I said, 2 irons in hand. And first things first is I go through my pre-swing rehearsals. This will be something that I'm working on in my swing. For myself, it's sort of 2 feelers. So I'm trying to currently feel a little more external on the right arm, shallow it out, stay connected through impact, turn left. So I'm thinking about that before I hit the shot during these practice swings. Second one, to make it a little bit more realistic, I am going a lot slower here for the video, obviously. So I get those out of the way. And then it becomes target orientation. So from here, I'm aiming just a little bit left of center. I've visually stood down my ball line, intermediate target line, which is going to represent the end target out there. So I've got a little divot here that I'm going to align the club face to, and then try swing a little bit left of to hit a little bit of a fade. So I've got that spot. Take a few seconds to visualize, relax, see the shot happening, and I walk in with positive mindset. So it's about good affirmations, walk into the shot, feeling like I'm going to hit the shot that I'm after, lining club face to that point, getting body in good position. And then a nice confident swing right where I was looking, and it's falling just right now. So now I'm going to have that nice wedge in for my second, and we'll go explain the calculations I do for a shot like that. Nice. The approach shot now. So now we're calculating some distance, altitude, slope, things like that. Got a couple of clubs here. It's cart golf, so the cart's over there. So I've walked over to my ball, not just one club. Sometimes I might even walk over with 3, so I have those options. So I've lasered that. 111 meters. It doesn't mean it's playing 111. Slightly wet lie. That's going to reduce spin on the ball. That's going to get it to send a little further. It's warm here. I'm at altitude. That's also going to make the ball go a little bit further. And it's downhill. So that's also going to make the ball going a little further. So let's say all of that factored in, we're looking at about a 95 meter to 100 meter shot. Also things like, where do I want to place the ball come into that? In this circumstance, the flag's it's a pretty easy flag stick, pretty central, not worried about missing long, not worried about missing right. So, you know, if I was on the right, I might need to aim left. If it was short right, I might need to add a little bit of distance to that shot as well. I have my 46 degree, and I have developed a second line swing for that with a little bit of a hold off. Goes about 100, so I'm just going to choke down here to take a fraction more off that. So obviously you guys will all have your own calculations in regards to these distances. So now I have the full calculation in my head, and the better you get at it, the quicker it becomes. Now, just like on the tee shot, we're into that routine. So now, because I know I'm hitting that 3/4 kind of wedge shot, I like to set a little bit more of a neutral wrist for a shot like this, a little bit of shaft lean, but then I'm sort of setting that arm position to feel it, dropping it in the slot, using the hips and core to rotate. I don't want to get too handsy, too whippy on a shot like this. What else is there to calculate? I also calculate the lie, things like that, whether it's above my feet, below my feet. That would also factor into my technique on this shot. Okay, but then again, we've done the practice swings, we've found our intermediate target. I'm going to walk in, feel confident, and try to deliver a good shot for you guys. Okay, over the ball here, thinking positive thoughts. A little bit of a miss hit. I'll be surprised if that gets there, or when it got there. So I've hit an absolute beauty, spun back to about 6 feet. So that was a really nice shot. I'm pretty happy with the swing. Like I said, the strike just wasn't quite there. So also what I do to help analyze for the rest of the round, I'll analyze for maybe the next 10, 30 seconds how that shot felt. What kind of a golf swing did I make? What kind of strike did I make? What can I improve on for the next shot? I might even do a little practice swing there while you're playing partner hits to make that readjustment. Okay, you clowns, you all got to chill out when you're on the putting green. You all get up there and you're too fast. and you just hit it and you don't think, and you waste so many shots in the round. I'm talking about you 10 plus handicappers. The guys under 10 usually chill, take their time, figure it out. Even those like 4-5 footers, man, like they're not good. Okay, you gotta putt them. I'm actually putting for birdie. I'm gonna do the chipping video shortly, so bear with me. So I'm a big vivid guy. As you can see, there's a big line on this golf ball. First look, I always just have a little chill look down here. Getting low, that's even too close, you know. The further back you go, the more visual you will get of the whole picture. Aim point as well. Greens are punched, so not the best currently. Left foot down, so we're looking about 1%. So slap a little one finger up, but obviously that's to also calibrate to the line I picked. I would also just have a little look above just to check what I visually see from there. Quick little check from there. Slightly longer putts. I'm a little confused. I might walk behind the hole, but if I've got a general assessment of the up to downhill ratio, usually all right. But yeah, so some people like to do intermediate Tiger's well putt. I don't. I like to track my vivid line all the way up to the hole. In this case, just a little bit right of the hole. And then I am a big believer in practice strokes. And there's a lot of putting books about not doing practice strokes. And I take it to the next level. I like to look at the hole when I do my practice strokes. I feel connected arm structure, a little bit of a forward press, rock it. And I look at the hole so I get a gauge of that feel of the distance. Once those are out of the way, I use my 3 dots on my putter and these dots to all track to my vivid line, so I have a very neutral setup. Take my time to get set here. Yes, I am taking longer for the video, like I said before. This would be a faster process. Lines all matched up. Feel my putting moves that I'm working on. A little bit more connection in the arms. I'm not trying to feel as handsy. And then all I'm trying to create is putt down my vivid line. The break will figure itself out. And all I can do is hit a confident putt. If it misses, it misses. But if I know I worked my stealth correctly around here and it doesn't go in, can't be upset. So, take a moment here. Rock, rock. And yeah, I actually just made a birdie. So, that was pretty cool. Let's do the chipping video now. And also, even if I hold the putt, even if I missed the putt, I'd still assess it if it was a confident stroke or not. Sometimes you can hold a putt, can be a bad stroke. It's good for your assessment to learn for later. But yeah, in that case, it was a pretty good stroke and a pretty good putt, obviously. Pretty good result as it did go in. Also, shout out to Rasutsu Golf and Ski Resort for sponsoring this video. We're out here in Japan playing these beautiful golf courses, beautiful mountain views, which I'm about to pan to you shortly. And yeah, come to Japan, check them out. Greens aren't usually punched. Half the other courses aren't punched. We're just filming today on the punch course. Beautiful place to be. This is what we're dealing with, team. Just beautiful mountains like this everywhere you go around here. Beautiful trees. This is one of the wider holes. They're very tight. So, you know, make sure you practice before you come. And there are the beautiful golf carts. Fit 4 people in there. You get looked after really well. The chipping routine. I always come up first, get a little feel for the lie. Feel the grass. Assess your lie as well. See what the club's going to do. Is it going to snag? Is it going to glide? In this case, it's a little wet, so it's gliding through. And there's a little bit of rough, but not too much. If there's slightly thicker rough, I'd have to question, do I need to open the face? Do I need to drive it more down to get under that ball? What do I need to do? In this circumstance, I have a little bit of a right to left break, so I'm also reading chips. You've got to read chips. You'll save a little bit of a shot like that. Figure out what shot you want to hit. You should always look low first. Only go high if you need to go high. In this circumstance, I've only got to chip over a little bit of fringe, let the ball roll. Sometimes you've got bunkers, you've got rough, got mounds, things like that. The lob wedge will be needed. So we've got a little 52 here. It's going to be still a back foot 52. I'm not going to try scoop it up and help it, because then I could have just grabbed the higher club if I had to go high. So I've got the 52. We're going to have a little bit closed face, a little bit of a hands forward, so it's more of a straight edge shot compared to an open face bounce style of shot. So for this shot for me, it would be 2 practice swings. I like to do it next to the ball. I don't know why, I've just always done it. I don't think, it just feels like it throws my distance deception off when I do it back there. So I do a couple here. I would usually have my towel close and wipe the face, get the dirt off it, things like that. In this case, we're just using the hand. I'd come back, once after those practice swings, visualize the shot, see this ball landing, see it feeding, really trying to get the feel into my system. Come in here again, positive thoughts. Closed face, hands forward, Trying to just keep a nice stable lead wrist for a shot like this.
Just maybe a hair. I want to try. Yeah.
So very nice contact, low flight, 1 hop, 2 hop, a little bit of check, and then release. So good strike. Assess the lie well. Didn't need to try help it up, just need a little bit of a downward strike. Maybe if it was tighter, I would have gone slightly steeper. Fluffier, would have just released it a touch more. Thanks for watching this video if you made it this far. Hope you guys learned something. Anyway, make sure to leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you next time for the tips videos. Cheers.